Wonderful potential here. Hello and welcome back to Behind the Wall. Following some pretty dismal seasons with Roush Fenway Racing in the Cup Series, following his wildly successful Xfinity Series career, it seemed Ricky Stenhouse Jr. would never taste victory lane again. However, in 2017, Stenhouse pulled clutch wins at Talladega and Daytona to lock himself into the playoffs for that season. He managed to make it to the round of 12 where he would be eliminated due to his inability to get near the cutoff line. But things are looking up for Stenhouse as he's finally cracked victory lane again and his performance is improving. For the first time since 2012, Stenhouse actually looks like a driver capable of being competitive. 12 races into 2018, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has earned 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s, has led 59 laps, has DNF'd only twice, and is currently 16th in the standings. It looks as if Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will race his way into the playoffs this year, and will continue to show that he is a driver capable of competing for championships like he once did in the Xfinity Series. To add further to this great run of news for Stenhouse, it was announced back in April that Fastenal, Fifth Third Bank, and Sunny D would be extending their sponsorship up until 2021. This move was a fantastic decision by all three of these sponsors, as it not only allows the 17 car to have sponsorship and survive for 4 more years, but it also gives them extra promotion for themselves for however many races they sign on for in the coming years. Not only do the sponsors benefit from this move, but Rick Stenhouse Jr. and Jack Roush do as well. By having these 3 sponsors extend with Jack Roush, this allows the team to have a little more money to not only keep the team alive for a few more years, but it also allows Roush to put more money into getting some new equipment for the team. Roush has pretty much been in a downward spiral ever since Matt Kenseth and Carl Edwards left the team in 2013 and 2014 respectively. The combined efforts of Greg Biffle, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Trevor Bayne were not able to salvage Roush a victory for 2 years. It looked as if Roush had lost all the power it had from the mid-2000s, when they could field 5 cars with sponsorship for the entire season, and they could take up half the playoffs field. Stenhouse's 2 wins in 2017 showed some glimmer of hope for Roush Fenway Racing as a whole, and now we are starting to wonder if we could potentially get the powerhouse Roush Fenway Racing back. Although, let's be honest, if we look at their development driver group, it's not looking good. Anyway, not only does Roush as a whole benefit from this sponsorship extension, but so does Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Stenhouse has always shown promise as a driver, but he's just never been able to capitalize on it. Well, disregarding his 2 Xfinity championships, because he really capitalized on those. 2011 nationwide season was Stenhouse's breakout year, per se. He finished in the top 10 in all but 8 of the races and succeeded in winning the championship. He followed up that season with 6 wins and another championship in 2012. It was clear at this point he would have just taken up space if he remained in the Xfinity Series for another season. The following year, Stenhouse was promoted to the Cup Series to not only replace the exiting Matt Kenseth from the number 17 Roush Fenway Ford, but to also compete for his Rookie of the Year campaign against his then-girlfriend Danica Patrick and Timmy Hill. Although Stenhouse won the campaign, that season was pretty average compared to the 2 seasons that preceded this one. But this is his first year in the Cup Series, and he's never raced against these guys before. Sort of. So let's give him another year to impress. 2014 was another average year for Stenhouse. Although he did gain more top 10s this season, he performed worse with a lower average finish and even DNQ'd the fall Talladega race, which I'm still questioning how that worked exactly. NASCAR, can you provide an explanation, please, or did I just miss something? Moving on. 2015 was even more mediocre than 2014. Less top 10s and an even worse average finish, despite starting all the races. It seemed that Stenhouse had lost his matchup before he even got to use it. Stenhouse drastically improved in 2016, gaining more top 5s, top 10s, and a much better average finish than 2015. Then we cut to 2017 and 2018, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. appears to be back and on his A game in terms of racing. This sponsorship extension not only allows Stenhouse to have more time in the 17 car, but he also has a chance to improve his driving skills and performance. If you do the math right, Stenhouse has at least 108 races starting in 2019 to improve his performance and get back to the championship-winning driver that he is. His performance in 2017 marked the turnaround of his Cup career, and he's continuing to build on that momentum. He also could be Roush's last hope since he is the only guy in Roush's system who can really do anything. As of right now, at least. Roush has a few guys in their system that are going to be in the Cup Series before you know it. But they aren't exactly pitch perfect, and their current lineup also has problems. Trevor Bayne is easily gone after this season due to his abysmal performance in the 6 car, and I highly doubt that Matt Kenseth will return following this season. Stenhouse is really Roush's last good driver in their system since Ryan Reed can only win at Daytona, and the 60 car has been complete garbage this year. Not to mention that Briscoe is having better luck with Stewart Haas, and Cindric is relying on Penske equipment to be any good, and Ty Majeski is being 2018 Ty Majeski. So in short, this sponsorship extension benefits both parties. The sponsors get extra promotion on the car for at least 3 more years, and Stenhouse can get to improve his performance and driving ability for at least the next 3 years, while at the same time trying to find a way to bring back the good old Roush, the ones that could be dominant and have half their cars in the playoff field that they so desperately need right now. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing where Ricky Stenhouse Jr. can take the organization of Roush Fenway as a whole in the next 3 years.